Hi there. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use CoPilot when you're working with a TypeScript-based project. In future, I will create videos working with Python and CoPilot in a similar fashion, but today I'm only going to focus on TypeScript. To showcase what I have right now, I have a project which has a package of JSON. It doesn't have any other dependency other than Bun that I'm using as the runtime instead of Node because it provides the first-class TypeScript support and it's really fast to run. And I have one index.ts file. So before I work with CoPilot, there are some prerequisites that I need to go through, which I've done already, but I will show you how you can get it done. First of all, you need to go and search for CoPilot. And there are two things that you would find here related to CoPilot. The first one is the CoPilot has an extension. And another one is CoPilot Chat that enables chat window in VS Code extension, which if I click here, you will be able to see that I have a CoPilot Chat window. I will create more videos on how you can work with CoPilot Chat and inline chat in future videos. But this is really how you get started with CoPilot. Now, it's not a free product, which means you need to have the GitHub Copilot subscription. And I'm going to show you how you can get that for yourself. So here is the website that talks about getting started with Copilot. And they have extensions for different IDEs. I'm using Visual Studio Code. You can have a free trial if you are interested in playing around before you purchase that. But the idea is that in order to use Copilot extension anywhere in any IDE, you need to subscribe to their paid plan. And you can learn about the billing about Copilot here on this page, and you will be able to subscribe as well. I'm using GitHub Copilot Personal, so I'm not paying for Copilot Business or Copilot Enterprise. I'm using Copilot Individual, and they have a 30-day trial that you should be able to use it before you decide whether or not this product is for you. So moving on, if you have a Copilot subscription and you have these two extensions installed, the next step is to make sure that the Copilot is ready to take the commands, whatever you type. And to do that, if I hover right here, you will see Copilot extension. And if I click on that, a modal appears. It says status ready. And there are many other menu items. But the thing is that if you don't want extension, you say disable completion. And as soon as I click, you will see at the bottom, this is now disabled. There is a line that crosses Copilot icon. And if you click here and you say enable completions, the extension is now enabled. Now, to start with, I will write a few functions and let's see how Copilot gets the intention of what I'm trying to do and how it helps me write my code faster. So I will delete what I have right now. And I will say the first function I want to write is find minimum number. And as soon as I do that, see, there is a grayed out text. This is the GitHub Copilot showing us one of the things that it thinks that we want to write. And the way it found out is because we said we want to find a minimum and a number. So which it took as an understanding that there is a collection of numbers, which it took as ARR, which is a number array, and a minimum number to return, starting with the curly brace, which means start of the function implementation. Now, if I want to accept that, all I need to do is to hit tab. As I hit tab, the next thing that is grayed out is a function implementation on what it would do or what I would write in order to find a minimum number in an array. And this is one implementation. In future, I will show you how you can play around with different alternate implementations, but this is just what we are trying to do with the default implementation provided by GitHub Copilot. So let's say I like this implementation. I hit tab and I hit enter. So the code is now ready. So as you can see that just by typing the right context for a function name, I have a complete implementation ready. Now, this is just a function implementation. So what if we want to test it out? So let's test it out, and we'll say const numbers. And as I hit numbers, see, it grayed out and say it gave us 5 numbers. And I will say numbers in unordered array. So as I said, in unordered, you see that the implementation took the numbers in an array, but didn't put them in a sequence of 1, 2, 3, 4 in an increasing order. It's unordered. That's what we wanted. And then as I hit enter, let's see what CoPilot has to say. It doesn't know what we are trying to do. Now it does. So it took some time to think about what would be our next action. And what it did is it created, or it is suggesting that we create a variable called minimum number as a const and give a call to find minimum number, the implementation that we had earlier, and pass this number in unordered array. As I hit tab to accept it, this implementation is complete. Now, the final thing is we just want to print it out. So let's see what CoPilot has to say. It rightly understood that I really want to print out the minimum number. And after that, it also added a comment because it knows that the array that we are passing has number 1 as the minimum number. So it's adding as a comment that this is what we should expect. So if I hit tab, this function is now complete. Now, in order to really test this out, we can write automated test, and that will be future videos on how we can write automated test based on the functions. But today we are going to just run this file and see if we get this output or not. So in here, I will say bun run index.ts. And as you can see, the minimum number is 1. And what if I delete this and see, I deleted an array and it gave us a different array with different numbers, but still unordered. And if you really want more numbers, you can say numbers in unordered array, or I'll change the name. I'll say numbers from 1 to 50 unordered. And then it took from 10 to 50 and then all in unordered sequence. And then since I renamed the variable, I will have to change it here. And if I delete this comment, it'll say now you should expect number 10. So I hit tab to accept it, and let's go back and run. And now 10 is the output. So the idea is that once you have GitHub Copilot and it is enabled, it can help you write your function implementations really fast, as long as you can provide some context, either by giving the function name, which has certain intent inside it, or by still writing it through and helping it to learn more of what your intent is. And with that, GitHub Copilot can give you some suggestions that you can use. Now, today we only use their first suggestion, but in future videos, I will show you how you can see what other implementations it can provide us or suggest us, and pick one of those. So I hope that this was useful. If it was, please comment that this is something that you are interested in learning, so that we can continue making more of these videos. All right, until we meet next time, take care of yourself, keep trying, keep practicing, and we'll see you soon.